literally, I just cleaned this room last night, and it already looks really dirty again. That's what happens when you live with a cat. That's all I'm gonna say. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to the band Enslaved, today with their song Havenless, which is off of their album Below the Lights, which was released in 2003. Man, 2003 feels so long ago. Doesn't sound like it was long ago, but man, feels so long ago. This is actually a viewer's request and a choice by Ben Richardson. So Ben, first of all, thank you so much. You have given me a list of songs from this band, whom I have never heard of, and so I just chose this one. Hopefully this is one of the good ones to pick. Looking at the album cover, I'm just imagining it's probably going to be metal of some sort, so that's always welcome in my side of things. Also, I would like to recommend a song to you guys. I would like to recommend a band to you guys if I could. This would be the band Master Sword, which I love the name, by the way, with their song The Final Door. It's like a power metal band that also takes influence from video games, especially of the Zelda series. They're just a really cool band. I like what I've heard from them so far, so go check them out. Anyways, you guys can join me on Twitter. You guys can join me in the comments down below. Thank you for your donations to the channel. You don't have to, but if you'd like, it's down there. Let's do it. This is Havenless by Enslaved.
De så sommer i det fjerne, men har fram og bein inn mot jordas kjerne. Fortide god seg deg ord ifra nord, mot ei anna tid, mat og brenne ord. Framfor deg ei nyhetsstrid, deg så sommer i det fjerne, men har fram og bein inn mot jordas kjerne.
You know? I kind of like that. You know? Before I even talk about this song, look it up on YouTube, okay? Go to your search bar. I guarantee you there has to be. Someone has made a music video from the show Vikings and used this song in there and made their own music video. I guarantee you. It's out there. Just look. I'm sure it is. It has to be. Just search it up for me. I'm going to look after the video to see. I like that. I like I think my favorite part is the way that they allowed the music to build up. The way that they allowed the music to have its place and not move on too quickly. Because in a lot of metal songs, they'll build up a really cool part, and then they'll either go into a breakdown with it, they'll go into a solo with it, they'll kind of lead it up into something. Now, Enslaved did the same thing here in Havenless, but they really, really allowed those sections to really be drawn out. And I think some people would not like that because it does go on for a while. For example, the middle section about halfway through as it's building up with the snare drums. Now, I love when they create interesting rhythms like that. It reminds me of the ending of Remembrance from Gojira. I love how they set up this rhythm and then they do this breakdown at the end of the song. In the same way here with Enslaved, with Havenless, they have that build up with the snare, and as it's continuing in its build up, all the riffing is brought in, we get some interesting atmospheres that are brought in. This is basically black metal, but with a little bit, it sounds like maybe a little bit of atmospheric black metal kind of like put in there. When it comes to metal like this, there's one thing that I don't like. Usually, I would say 50% of the time, and I'm talking specifically about black metal vocals and about screaming. I'm not a huge fan of higher screaming like this. I love growls. I love deep growls. You guys know that harsh vocals are just another type of vocal to me, so that doesn't matter. But when it does come to it, I prefer either like low growls like Opeth, or like, I don't know, like I listen to like deathcore and stuff like that sometimes, and like I know they get into higher ranges, but it feels kind of different. Here it's like more like throaty and gurgly, and I like that in the sense that it works with the song because it does absolutely fit with the song. This feels like storming into battle off of a Viking ship. You're invading Kattegat. Like, this sounds like a Viking battle song, which I think is cool. It reminds me of another band that I haven't listened to probably since I was in high school or whatever. Their name, I think, was Teresa's. I think it was Teresa's. I actually haven't listened to them in a long time. What do they sound like again? I also hear a little bit of Heilung in this band, which is cool because Heilung is a very, very cool band with what they do. I forgot about this song. I don't know, you guys might like Teresa's. I forgot about that song. Man, that brought me back a little bit. But let's get back to the beginning of this song. This setup, I am in love with. That fast and crunchy riffing. Bum 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 bum, ba 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 bum. I did not do that fast enough with my lips. But I love that fast, crunchy riffing. We get the chanting beneath it, which adds this beautiful mystery to this. I like that a lot. This whole atmosphere that they build up, that's perfect. I like that, and I like how they expound upon that in the song itself. Come on, this is just an awesome break out of the gates. I like the little bit of speaking parts even that we get in here, and that's what kind of hints to me like there's something else going on with this band. Like there's more to this band than just this song. Because this song works as like a nice introduction, I would assume, in that it's a nice kickstart to the band. It's heavy, it gets into the song, but it still shows you a little bit of maybe some progressions that they have within the song and within the dynamics of it. It's not just a straightforward metal song. There's a lot of other things going on in here. Let me see the very progressive side. And even if they're not necessarily progressive, but like, show me the side of Enslaved, and this can go out to all the Enslaved fans or anyone else who knows the band. Give me the other side of the band. This was a good introduction, but I'd like more. I'd like to hear more. See, we get this atmosphere that starts to layer in the back. It kind of creeps in like a fog. But I like that. It adds this mysticism to it. And I think that in that specific section, I was at least getting reminded of Gojira because they've done that, and I'm thinking back to the song Remembrance because I love that song by them. I don't even know if that's like a well-known song by them anymore. I think it's kind of forgotten. But that song, they do the same thing. They have this very heavy metal riffing that goes on. The drums are just going crazy. And then you get this little bit of atmosphere that kind of creeps in, kind of pulls back. And Havenless are doing the same thing here. Like I mentioned before, I really, really enjoy what they did here. Setting up this rhythm, bringing in effects, listen to all the spacing and the depth that's going on here. But then if you just skip a little bit ahead, That same rhythm is kept, but now it's become more dense, heavier. There's some more effects going on. It sounds like probably from guitar. And then breaking into this. I think that's enough to get the crowd hyped. If you are seeing that live, you know you're in the pit. And then it ends with some more chanting. Very beautiful chanting, by the way. With this nice, powerful drumming going on. The riffing going back to that fast-paced tempo. This is a good song. This is a good song. I'm definitely curious and interested in more. Some of the lyrics I have translated here. It says that you are from the north against another time. Behind lay burning words. In front of you a new battle. They saw storms in the distance, but argued straight and straight into the earth's core from early to late. I am among ghosts when I should rest. I cannot tell the worlds apart. I do not heed the words they say. There is no dream of another day. So perhaps havenless, there is no safe haven for this person because they are dead and they are kind of stuck, in the living world, but they're not alive. So it seems like they're kind of stuck, so they don't have a place to call home. Now they are just wandering. They are havenless, homeless, if you will. Lyrics are cool. I think the music was really cool. Really has me interested in listening to more. So I'd definitely be interested in more, but, let me know what you guys think of the song. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. I hope that you're having a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.